Iain Mansfield, Director of Research at Policy Exchange, a right-leaning think tank, says that a zero-sum populace is also a direct result of politicians simply failing to deliver on their promises.
People are seeing that when they vote for politicians, those politicians don't seem to have any power, and that they're increasingly being made by quangos and by courts rather than what the politicians said in their manifesto. And that's something which we don't think is healthy for our democracy or for commanding public confidence. And it feeds into this sort of zero-sum thinking.
And that dissatisfaction has been very clear since the 2024 general election.
People are very dissatisfied with the Conservatives. They voted Labour in, but they're not seeing those improvements. So the natural response is to try the right or the left, whether that's reform, perhaps the Greens. The real question for the centre is, can it take the hard decisions? And I know we're talking about zero-sum or win-win, but very few things are pure Pareto improvements, by which I mean no one is worse off. You can make these sorts of choices in multiple different ways, but if the centre parties aren't willing to make those choices at all, then I think they may keep losing ground to the insurgents.
Iain Mansfield from Policy Exchange says that politicians can avoid letting down the electorate. He says government does have the policy levers to deliver on political promises. It just needs stronger resolve.
While we're not on the brink, it's something which we should always worry about. And as someone who is a firm believer in the democratic system, then what I think the thing we need to do is not to be afraid to change the law, to show that our system is responsive to democracy and not be bound in by international conventions, by laws passed decades ago. And we can do that through democratic means. The House of Commons is sovereign, and that would be the best way of rebutting any of those elements which may be tempted to flirt with extremism on either the right or the left.